Hello, thanks for tuning in to PierceOnLine TV. I'm your host, Rodney Evans. Today we'll be interviewing one of our online instructors, Greg Travis, for Psychology 1. What type of students do you think usually take an online course?
Some students are really motivated to take this course because it works better in their schedule. They think it might require less time for them. Some students do think it's going to be easier. Some students have taken online courses before and really like the flexibility in their schedule. They don't have to come to campus at 10 o'clock in the morning, that they can be doing their work at 3 o'clock in the morning if some people prefer that.
How much contact do you have with your students online?
I'm available for my students on a daily basis, either through postings or through discussion groups. If a student wanted daily contact with me somehow in a passive way or an active way, they could have that.
What is the advantages of teaching an online course?
I can focus more on trying to convey the information, encourage students to learn the information than always having to focus so much on the assessment process.
Would you say that an online course is easier or more difficult than a traditional face-to-face course for students to take?
Those students think it's going to be easier, that it's probably more difficult. And it's more difficult because I'm doing the same testing, if you will, in a regular face-to-face class. I have the same amount of material. I'm expecting them to have the same level of mastery of the material. I still think to do well in an online course requires an awful lot of work and a lot of discipline.
What advice would you give to a student who asked you if he or she should take your Psychology 1 course online?
If you know you're a student who waits to the last minute, an online class might be a real hard thing. It's amazing how many people on 10:30 p.m. on a Saturday night are going online to do a major exam and their computer breaks down or the lines are busy. Diligence, it's helpful to be someone who's a little more proactive, I mean they're willing to do things on the early side than the last minute, able to read and comprehend a college level textbook and really know how to study that way, and to ask questions, not wait to the last minute or the end of the semester for guidance, but to be very proactive, asking me help, give me some guidance on a term or an idea or suggestions on how to do better in the class, in my class, just like a regular class, just to take that sense of ownership. I want to learn this material. You, professor, help me learn this material.
Once again, I'd like to thank our guest, Greg Travis, who teaches Psychology 1 online. I'm your host, Rodney Evans. You can catch us at online.piercecollege.edu.